You don't just send text messages, you compose them carefully. You type it out, read it, delete half of it, reword it, add an emoji, remove the emoji, add a different emoji, because apparently tone is a life or death situation. Some people send texts in 3 seconds. You conduct a full internal committee meeting. Is this too dry? Does this sound rude? Should I add ha ha so it feels softer? Is that too many exclamation marks? You don't just worry about what you're saying, you worry about how it will be interpreted. And once you finally hit send, you don't relax, you analyze. Why haven't they replied yet? Did I sound weird? Was that too long? Too short? Too eager? And if they respond with, okay, that's it, just okay, you stare at the screen like it personally attacked you. Because now you're decoding. Is that annoyed okay? Dry okay? Passive aggressive okay? Busy okay? Meanwhile, they probably just meant okay. But your brain doesn't do probably. Your brain does simulation. You run through every possible version of what they could be thinking. And here's the wild part. You already knew what you wanted to say in the first 5 seconds. The overthinking happened after. So, what's actually going on? Overthinking text isn't about insecurity alone, it's about control. When you speak in person, tone, facial expression, and body language fill in the gaps. In texting, all you have are words, and words are dangerous because they can be misunderstood. People who overthink text usually care deeply about perception. They don't want to sound rude, they don't want to sound needy, they don't want to sound cold. They don't want to sound too much, so they try to engineer the perfect message. But here's the twist. The more you try to control interpretation, the more mental energy it costs. Some of you rewrite simple text 5 times. On my way becomes, hey, I'm on my way now. Then, I'm heading there now. Then, on my way. And somehow, you still doubt it. And let's talk about the typing bubble. When you see those 3 little dots appear, your heart rate shifts slightly. You watch, waiting. And if it disappears without a message, now you're wondering what they deleted. What did they almost say? Was it bad? Was it good? Was it about you? Your brain hates uncertainty, so it fills the gap, and it usually fills it with the worst case version. This pattern is stronger in people who value social harmony. You don't like tension, you don't like ambiguity, you like clarity. But texting removes clarity. There's no voice tone, no facial cues, no immediate reassurance. So your brain compensates by analyzing. You're not dramatic, you're predictive. You try to anticipate reactions before they happen. That way, you can avoid awkwardness, rejection, or misunderstanding. But here's something else. The longer you wait for a reply, the more stories you create. They're mad. They're ignoring me. I shouldn't have said that. And the moment they reply normally, instant relief, your nervous system resets, which means this isn't just about thinking, it's about regulation. Waiting for replies activates uncertainty, and uncertainty activates alertness, so you try to reduce that alertness by perfecting the message beforehand. If it's flawless, there's less risk, at least in theory. But ironically, people who overthink text are often the ones who communicate the most thoughtfully. You consider feelings, you soften statements, you avoid harsh phrasing, you're hyper aware of tone. The downside? Mental exhaustion over something most people fire off in seconds. Now be honest, have you ever typed out a paragraph just to replace it with LOL? Or spent 5 minutes deciding whether to use 1 exclamation mark or 2? Or analyze someone's message for hidden meaning that probably wasn't there? You don't overthink because you're weak. You overthink because you care. But sometimes, it's fine really just means it's fine. And okay really just means okay. Not everything is a hidden message. So now I'm curious. What's the longest you've ever spent rewriting a text before sending it? Be honest.